Hello, and welcome back to the Guild Wars Let's Play. I know we're basically at Lion's Arch, but here's this little area that I would like you to go to first that just shows us, like, right outside the gates. It's one of the first times we've seen our cast all together. For the most part, we're missing Eve, the Necromancer, but I'm sure she'll be around. And we can talk to them and just get a little backstory. So, like, Devana, when I was young, my father was a member of Ascalon's Chosen. Now, I too am a member of that same guild. There is nothing I won't do for my comrades. No risk I won't take for a friend. There's little I hold higher regard than loyalty. Then we got Aiden. I carry nothing that I cannot live without. Leave behind nothing that can be tracked. Take nothing that I do not need, and make no promises I cannot keep. If you have seen me, it is because I want you to. If you have not, then I have already seen you. Alright. Fair enough. Menlo. My mother was a priestess of Balthazar, my father a priest of Duena. I walk a fine line between the teachings of both. I grew up in the shadow of Serenity Temple, place is destroyed now, and as anyone who had a similar childhood can attest to, there are advantages and disadvantages to having your spiritual well-being so closely monitored. and then sin. I'm not going to lie, the stories you've heard about me are true. If you don't think I can take care of myself, just ask the Char warband who tried to sack my home. Oh, what's that? They didn't live long enough to be asked? Guess that answers your question. Just see to it that you don't get in my way, and we'll get along just fine. Man, Sin, a little rough. Keep in line, everyone. Never chance to get in. They just send you up. Ah, Sage, you've been approval for entrance to the city and the lands of Kryta, thanks in no small part to the kind words of Brother Menlo and his friends. Make sure to talk to our commander, First Watch Ciergo, in Lion's Arch. He'll help you finalize. Alright. Well, you think you can go in this way, anyway. And then we'll go in. Boom. Alright, now we're in Lion's Arch. Lion's Arch! Here it says, the seat of power in Kryta. Lion's Arch housed the royal palace of King Doric and his line until the last guild war. Now, the White Mantle run the city. The old buildings have all been razed, making space for barracks and more practical structures. Alright. Let's run through the city and scoop up some quests and whatnot. I already checked. There is different types of armor, but it is not any better stat-wise. So, there's First Watch Ciergo, so he's one of the people we need. So let's grab that. First Guard Ciergo. I must rely on everything else to be everyone else to be my eyes and ears. So tell me, is there anything that requires my attention? Let's do. We got. Menlo's request is what sets us to Cantha. We don't need that. Let's do tell me about yourself first. I am First Watch of the Lion Guard. We are the last bastion of the glory of old Kryta. Interesting, tell me more. Though the White Mantle and their unseen gods may rule the realm, we still retain the honor of protecting the great city of Lion's Arch. We have since time immemorial. What is a First Watch? Why? I am the leader of the Lion Guard. My predecessor had allowed the reputation of the Lion Guard to falter, but I mean to restore honor and glory to the ranks once more. Let's see. What did the Lion Guard do? Though the White Mantle and their unseen gods may rule the realm, we still retain the honor of protecting the great city of Lion's Arch, as we have for time immemorial. Alright. Did you find the war against Ascalon? Let bygones be bygones, Sage. That's some advice worth following. I can tell you this much. I saw Ascalon once, before the searing. It was beautiful then. A stark contrast to the blasted landscape there today. Well, let's see. The Lion Guard patrols not only the city, but the countryside beyond. Be ready to aid the Lion Guard if you encounter them, and I will hear of it. Why is that? So the White Mantle and their unseen gods have ruled. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Alright, that just tells us everything that we need to know, I suppose. Let's see. Villainy of Galarath. This is an infamous quest, actually. Not only is it a crap ton of experience, looks like a pretty good sword, too. It's far off, in the distance, and it's a pretty cool thing. You'll see. You'll see it. We're gonna do it. It's a good one. Galrath must be stopped. If he gains whatever secrets are locked away within the Wizard's Tower in Keswick's Peak, gods be merciful. I know not to who to trust within the Lion Guard. So many I thought beyond reproach are still loyal to him. I need an outsider to find Galrath and put an end to his villainy. You are the only one who has a chance of defeating him. I'll stop him. No, so that's an infamous quest. Menlo's request is we'll do that later. That's going to the expansion, so we'll wait. Alright, here we go. Army the Guide. I have some questions. So we have a whole bunch of new stuff, but we already know most of this stuff. That's not useful. That's just report of the White Mantle. Why, hello, and welcome to Lion's Arch. I see you're another one who's been offered sanctuary here by the grace of the White Mantle Justicars. The White Mantle rules this kingdom, if you haven't figured that out. So if you mean to stay here, you best report to your presence officially. There are barracks at Delasio Seaboard, just west of here. Talk to the White Mantle Knight Carria, and he'll sort things out for you. I'll take care of it. Alright, report to the White Mantle. I was just going to say that. I believe that's the primary quest. Like the waterfall. I am known to mortal men as Magi Malaquire. I have been researching new methods in skill acquisition. Such a task is effortless to one such as I, of course, but I lack one final ingredient. Long ago, ancient tablets were brought here from Ore by wizards of some consequence. They were buried in North Krita province, where their magic seeped into the very earth. I sent villagers to extract these tablets for me, but alas, they unearthed only magical beings made of clay. I believe that these enchanted clay creatures hold shards of the Orient tablets within themselves. I need heroes such as you to defeat the creatures and return to me the Orient tablet shards contained within. Bring me 5 shards that I may continue my research. You will of course accept this task. And of course, Orient excavation. Alright. I know this is the Eye of the North, so we don't need to worry about that right now. There we go. Merchant's plate. Listen, friend, I'm in a spot of trouble. I promised to deliver a shipment of herbs to the new Ascalon settlement, but within all the tango on the roads, no one has been able to make the delivery. I do have a nephew in the Lion Guard who should have helped me out, but that never-doer, well, has a talent for disappearing whenever you need him, if you know what I mean. What do you say? Can you take care of yourself? You look like you can take care of yourself. Could you deliver the strong box to Captain Greywind in the Ascalon settlement? I'll take care of it. Yeah, so we get to go see where our fellow Ascalonians that actually did make it, and see where they're at. Okay, so there's some chests here, but nothing else here. I know we got one more quest or two. There's a collector, but I already checked. He has nothing useful. Here's one. Let's see. Ooh. We have a saying in Cantha. May the heavens attend to your needs. I shall attend to your wants. I promise. My trades will do whatever in their power to see to it that you can buy anything your heart desires. What business do you have to discuss? Alright. The Weaver of Nebo. What troubles these Critons are. I went out on my way, a virtual act of charity, you see, to support the poor craftsmen of Nebo village. All that I asked in return was some small quantity of linen to help me recover my expenses. I fulfilled my end of the bargain, but they repaid me with some shoddy goods I could not use and turned away the messenger I sent. I wonder if you could do me a favor and talk word to Ithram the artisan. Let him know that I wish to be reasonable. Assure him that some accommodations can be reached if only he agrees to speak with me. Alright. I'll speak. I'm going to be going out and around in the areas. It's going to be good. Villainy. Might have to wait a little bit. We might get a little bit stronger before we take on Melanie. And then, okay, this is Cormier. That takes us to the other continent. So, yeah, okay. So that's no good. So yeah, looks like we got all the quests. And there's these. We'll worry about those later. Alright. Then the first thing we should do, let's go check on Merchant's Plate. That's the one that goes to Ascalon Settlement. Let's do that. Let's go check on, let's do the Ascalon Settlement. I like it. Let's go. Ugh. Interesting how we have to load all the... Okay, that was much faster. I was like... Whoa, Mox. Okay, this is worth doing too. Oh, look. We got a bunch going on right here, huh? Alright. It's a good thing you've got a job as a merchant because you make a terrible tour guide. Oof. I'm doing my best to help you find the Ascalon settlement. Sin, we only just arrived in Kryta. Please don't get us thrown out already. I'm just saying, I could get better directions from an imp. Though I doubt you could get us thrown out of an entire country, I would prefer you not to try, Sin. I'm sorry for my companion's rudeness, Damaris. Please continue. It's quite alright. You'll find the Ascalon settlement to be northwest. It's not far from the shores of the Giant's Basin, the Great Salt Lake out past the swamp. I didn't say that gave her a quest, just like waiting. I've been trying to tell your friends here how to get to Ascalon settlement, but the rude woman keeps interrupting me. The settlement is northwest of here. You should be able to follow the signs and get there safely. Perhaps you should lead your friends there, Sage? I would take you myself, but there are rumors that the Shining Blade have been seen in the area. Will you lead your friends to Ascalon settlement? Sure. We should get going. The sooner we can get to the settlement, the better. I hear Captain Greywind is overseeing things, so we should check in with him and see if we can get there. Lead the way, Sage, and we'll follow. Yeah, so let's actually check up on our settlement. First, let's get these as well. Let's get Lineguard Riddick. Hail, traveler. I am Lineguard Riddick. I serve the Lineguard under First Watch Sierra. Okay, I live in honor to protect the Gate of Lion's Arch. Is there anything you would like to talk about? Duties of the Lineguard. Let me ask you something. Do I look like someone who has nothing better to do than stand here all day? Every day? I didn't think so. So why is it that you can tell that even though we hardly know each other, but that thoughtless Orion, after all these years we've been friends, thinks it's perfectly fine to go gallivanting about when he's supposed to be here, guarding the gate? I bet he's off trying to romance Marara again, even though it's clear she wants nothing to do with him. In fact, you could do me a favor and check. Her farm's just a short ways northwest of here. Sure. We'll go check. Ascalon settlement's our primary goal. And now Mox, what do we got? You are the one. Mox may be smaller than the average golem, but he has more mixed up with it for superior technology developed by the Assyrian inventors Zin. Yeah. It gives you... You talk to him, you can kind of... He has... That's the quest marker in his thing. But yeah, and then you get this book. Yeah, see? I wish that we had this interface in Guild Wars 2. It's so good. But we can't really do much about this right now. We have to wait. I wonder if I throw it, if I get rid of it. Let's see. Talk to him again. Yeah, it just gives you another one. So we're gonna come back. We can't do Mox's thing right now. Although it said it acted like we unlocked him, so we might have actually unlocked him by simply Alright, you know, we'll keep one of the books just in case we need it. We might have actually unlocked him just by talking to him, but we'll worry about that later. He's one of the first hero. He's like one of the core heroes you can get, although he's a dervish. You can get him. Alright. Well, our primary goal is the Ascalon settlement, so let's go. Also, we have the whole other group as well. We're gonna be flying. These bog scales are just here. Oh, I remember this. Oh, I forgot that was a special event that happened before Cantha came out. I remember that. My entire life I've been taught to hate the Luxons, but my love for Dalos has opened my eyes. Luxons are no different than us. This is senseless bloodshed and must stop. My father's a fool, spilling the war into foreign lands. The Crichtons have tossed my fellow Luxons from these lands and forced them back to the Jade Sea. I will remain behind with my dear, Mieka. I want no part of this conflict. That was just for, I don't think you, it's obviously I don't think you can do the quest line anymore. I'm pretty sure it's gone. They're just here now. That before you could actually do the faction campaign, they had a special thing in there. Special event where you would help the Luxons and the Kurziks as they came across. Those two, it was like a Romeo and Juliet thing. Oh, so you're looking for an Orion? I hope he doesn't owe you money. The sun hasn't risen on the day when Orion couldn't weasel out of debt or duty. Well, he's bound to come sinking back here as soon as there's a few new story about how he's reformed and he's going to be something special someday. The sad thing is he could be, if he put his mind to it. Well, here's what I'll do. As a favor to you and everyone else he owes, I'll tell him a mighty warrior came looking for him, stirring up trouble about his debts, and that I was terribly frightened for him, and so on and so forth. That should get him on the straight and narrow for a few hours at least. that was the duties of a lion guard. Alright, also. Perhaps you can do me a favor. Recent days there have been bandits raiding the area. Bold as brass. I don't trust the lion guard to deal with this problem. Not when the Lotus like Riddick and Orin are the best they have to offer. The louts, not Lotus. When the louts like Riddick and Orin are the best they have to offer. No, I'd feel safer knowing that the White Mantle was aware of the problem. Would you be willing to go to the White Mantle barracks in the Lasio seaboard and talk to the White Mantle Knight? Surely he can do something. I'll tell him of your troubles. Alright. We still want the Ascalon settlement though. Picking up other quests along the way. Fire him time. Dead. Well, we're not going to Giant's Basin. We're trying to get to Ascalon. I love how these sides are already made to the Ascalon settlement. Like in lore, didn't we just get here? How is there an Ascalon settlement already? How is there already a sign? Implying that we've already... I'm guessing some time has already passed. It's the only way to make sense, is that enough time has already passed to make signs. That the settlement's already established enough that it needs its own sign. Okay, there's some Tengu. I just want to visit Ascalon settlement. Yeah, look at that sea. Tengu are a big thing in Cantha. Hopefully we get some cool... We'll see what the Tengu are in Guild Wars 2. Once we get to Cantha. Like, they are in Guild Wars 2. Holy shit. They just whooped my fucking butt. They're gonna kill us. They're gonna wipe out our entire group. Holy crap. Yeah, but we can't resurrect Ivana. Oh god, now we aggro them even more. Yeah, but Devon, hopefully they don't all need to make it, huh? I'm just gonna pretend Devon is fine. Holy crap. I thought we were gonna be done for. That was rough. Devon. Wow, we actually have to go through all this stuff if we want to get there, apparently. That's rough. I don't know if that's just like Devon's dead corpse. These guys are starting to get, like, pretty elaborate abilities. We're gonna start getting tricky here in a minute. Has to go on, settle that. Almost there. Prize-winning hog. Hey, that's Ascalonian, remember? We had prize-winning hogs. Oops. That doesn't look good. Nebo Terrace. The Weaver Nebo, that's probably, yeah, that probably wants us to go to Nebo Terrace. But we're not doing that yet. We want to go to Ascalon. Hey, Farmer Dirk. Ah, our fellow Ascalonians, we've made it. I recognize you. You're the lazy sage, the one who got us through the mountains. If you could have the time, I would appreciate it if you could help me with my problem. My last prize-winning hog has run off. He's heading north. He was heading south, but I'm afraid to go after him with all the Ettins and those birdmen about. He might be a little skittish, but you'll probably have to chase him back here. Will you retrieve my prize-winning hog for me? Why not? I have nothing else to do. Add it to the... I know it's like right back there. We'll go get him. So like these little Ascalonian houses now. These are all the Ascalonians that we saved. I never thought I'd get to see green things growing as long as I live. These are from Ascalon, to see the green grass again. They're like, what? Oh, Ascalonian hornbow. That's actually not bad. If you're an actual ranger in a stance, you're gonna get a stance quite often. Hey, it's our main man, Captain Greywind. The only one still standing. Thank you, Sage. I begin to fear that Bordas would not keep his word. He had charged us quite a sum for these medicines. I was loath to send a heavily armed group into town, lest we provoke the Lion Guard, but I was beginning to consider doing so. Truly, you have saved us from what might have been a diplomatic disaster. Unfortunately, I have little to offer by way of reward except my services and teaching skills. Alright. Let's see what else we got. Welcome to Ascalon Settlement. I hope your journey was not too difficult. The countryside around us is a bit rough, I fear. Now then, what brings you here? Oh yeah, we got blankets for the settlers. I have arranged to open trade with Nebo village to the west. They are renowned for their weaving, and my people here are short on many clothing goods, such as blankets. Their village has of late been subject to numerous predators by bandits, and while we cannot spare guards, our passage across the mountains was costly enough that we do not have weapons to spare. Can you take this, but that we do have weapons to spare. Can you take this stash of weapons and trade them for Arthurm the Artisan and Nebo village? Can do. Glad to be of service. We've lost so many people that we have extra weapons. I'm reversing the scales. It has become clear that the scale are being driven from their swamps by some undead menace moving in from Scoundrel's Rise to the east. Rather than slaughter endless droves of scale, who seem to breed as quickly as we slay them, I think it would be best to go to the Scoundrel's Rise and find whatever necromantic force is driving these undead from our way. Well, not merely to find it, but to put an end to it, right? You got it. And then we got some skills, normal stuff. I want to know about the as you can see, the land granted to us by the White Mantle is a bit far from safety of Lion's Arch. Because the surrounding area is so dangerous, I've taken it upon myself to provide training to all Ascalonians. As a friend of the settlement, you may train under me as well. Teach everybody how to be badass. This is our little barricades. That's all we got. It's like, yeah. They're basically like, yeah, you can build a place here, but we're not really going to be around to help you, so just keep that in mind. Alright, and a lot of us want us to go over to Nebo Terrace. Oh, did this not count because what's-her-name died? It might not count because what's-her-name died. Oh, no. I just realized that quest didn't complete because Devonna died. Ain't that about a bitch. Well, we basically have to go back and go through it again. I guess but what we'll do is we'll go up this way so I can get this part of the map. Should be interesting. Oh, actually, you know what? I have an even better idea that might work. Since it says speak with Devonna, and that's already part of the quest. When I go, I might be able to go in and come out and have him instantly be with me. We'll find out. I'll do it in the next one. We'll see what happens. The quest can't complete because Devonna's dead. We'll see if we can get her back easy. But I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, stay super.